Sean has been a professional storyteller for, I don't even know how many years it's been. Sean, how many years has it been?
26.
26 years. Sean is the founder of Storyteller.net, which was the first database for storytellers in the nation. And he had it up way before social networking was common and popular, and it's thriving to this day. That's just one of his many accomplishments. A very valued member of our community. Would you please welcome Sean Buvala.
Good. The story I'd like to share with you is one of the shortest Grimm fairy tales out there. I've adapted it a little bit to meet our needs this evening. It's almost, when you look at the people who study this kind of Grimm stuff, they almost say this is one of the great urban legends of Germany. The story is called The Willfull Child. Once there was a mother who had a child, and that child was disobedient. That child was nasty. That child was inappropriate. That child was greedy. And as the child grew, it never listened at all to the mother. The only thing the child would say was, "Give me, give me, I want. You cannot have, I want. Give me, you do not need anymore. Give me, I want. Give me, give me." That is all that child would say and do. That willful, disobedient child. Give me. Now, a mother would never pray that a terrible ill would befall her child, in most cases. And depending on which version of the story you've read, we now get to say the child fell ill, or the Grimm brothers much later in the story added, God chose that the child should fall ill, and the child fell ill. And nothing would make the child better. The only thing the child would say from the deathbed was, "Give me, I want, give me." "Have you not learned," said the mother to the child, "have you not learned? Give me, I want." Until the child died. That was dying. The child was buried in a grave in the churchyard. The dirt was thrown over the top. The prayers were said. And they all left. But when the mother came back the very next day to visit the grave of this child who she didn't wish to be dead, and as she prayed over the grave, from the dirt within the grave rose one hand from within the grave, and it shouted out, "Give me! Give me! Give me!" The mother tried to bury that arm up, put it back in there. The next day she returned, prayed over the grave. "Give me! Give me! I want! Give me!" Buried, left, came, prayed. Over and over again, day after day, over and over again. Finally, the mother went to the priest and said, "What am I to do with this arm that will not stay buried?" The priest said, "Rumor has it that there's only one way to solve the problem, and that is to take a rod made of silver and beat that arm back into the grave." The mother said, "I do not have a rod of silver. I do not have enough silver to make a rod of silver." And the priest said, "Do not worry, for all of your neighbors have heard the noises from the grave. And they will donate to you their silver." And as she went from house to house, they donated silver. She melted that silver down, made herself a silver bar, a silver rod, took that to the grave the next day, came, prayed, arm, give me, give me, give me, give me, into the grave, till the arm disappeared right into the grave. And from that day forward, never again did anyone hear, give me, from that grave, ever again.